See, if you look at the para, it's 34, it's very clear. One is there is unanimous condemnation of all the leaders. I think you need to know that. And it also says that condemnation in all its manifestations, and including those who abet, who finance, and either openly, covertly, or overtly, in both ways, it has been condemned. There is also reference to the cross-border movement of terrorists. It's also coming out very clearly, and the listing of terrorist groups. Then there is also a strong support for comprehensive convention on against international terrorism, which was India's formulation, India's initiative in the UN for a long time, as you know that. So the message is very clear for anyone who understands the dangers of terrorism and how it can be, how it needs to be condemned, tackled not by just us. You know, there is a solidarity, there is a universal condemnation, which means all the countries are against it in any form. So that message is very clear to our neighbors. I will let me mention about the BRICS cross-border payments, which Meghna has just brought it out, and the debt servicing issues. So I think this is a concern post-COVID, as you all know, that countries economically have become weak in the global south, and that is truly the concern of the BRICS countries, because BRICS in some sense, represent global south countries, a multipolarity in its strongest terms, because there is a diversity in the BRICS countries. So this was one of the ideas. Now, what are they looking for? Countries are looking for alternatives. Interoperability payment is a faster mechanism in terms of being able to do cross-border trading. And this is a low-cost solution. India has been successfully implemented it, and we are also entering into bilateral arrangements with many countries. So within the BRICS track, there is a discussion on it. We are hopeful that in the days to come there will be traction, and countries will accept it as it is beneficial to most of them.